Grand Rising, Grand Rising. I think it's Wednesday morning. As you can see, the sun is out very bright here in the morning. I think it's about 9 a.m. Southern Texas, in the Houston area, in the burbs. In my micro food forest that's always growing as I add more trees, plants in my aquaponics system. As I continue this journey, creating my microclimate here and my growing micro food forest, as you can see, these two beautiful bonsai in training. These are mangoes that I showed you already the other day, that I have already started wiring them. I've already wired these guys up with the wire. I'm styling them, bending them with the wire, turning these guys into bonsais. These guys will be grafted. Once the branches get bigger, I'll graft these guys with a scion from another mature mango that I want, and I'll graft onto one of these branches. And we'll keep styling these mango bonsai until they fruit and grow very well over time. What I'm showing you guys is that you can have fruit anywhere, even in an apartment. Even in an apartment, you can have fruit trees. If you put the fruit trees in pots like I do, and in bonsai pots also like I do, you can have fruit trees anywhere. You don't need tons of land. You don't need all that. You can have fruit trees no matter where you live. If you're in the city or if you're in the suburbs like I am or whatever, you can grow tons and tons of fruit in container fruit trees, whether they're large pots like I have, or they're bonsai pots like I have also, where I'm styling fruit trees to beautiful bonsai. So right now, I'm going to go over here and feed these fish real quick. Give these guys their first feed of the day. These bluegill in one of my DIY fish tanks for one of my DIY aquaponics systems. I have several of these aquaponics systems. I'm still putting them up. I still have 2 very large ones to put up and about 3 of these to put up still. The journey continues. I'm not in a race. I'm doing this on my own time. Those systems are already built. I just have to put them up. Here we go. Let's open this up. Let's see if these guys are hungry this morning. Oh yeah, they're hungry. They are hungry. Okay, they've eaten all the feed I put in there. So I'll put some more in there about an hour later on. I'll put a little bit more in there. They're hungry. These guys are getting big too. There are 6 bluegills in this tank. They get about 14 to 15 inches. They're getting big in here. That's what I want them to do. These bluegill in this system are fertilizing all these plants. As it starts to drain again, as you can see, it's a beautiful thing to come out here and watch these systems work. Hear the water running. It's very peaceful to see the water running. Look at all the green food growing. One day, this whole area of my micro food forest will be full of fruit. Everything out here is a fruit tree. This is a journey, ain't a race, y'all. When you're growing food, it takes time. Especially when you're growing fruit trees, it takes time. The trees have to get established. They have to get big enough and mature enough to start fruiting. So it's a journey. I'm going to water some of my mango seeds that haven't sprouted yet, that I'm bonsaiing over here. This is water that I got from my sump right there. I got this water from my sump because the sump was full of water because we've been getting a lot of rain a couple of days ago. So I need to take some water out, and when I take water out, this is my watering jug. I take it out here and I just recycle it back into my plants. Nothing's wasted. So we're going to water these guys real quick. You got to keep these seeds watered if you want them to eventually sprout. Hopefully these two guys will sprout. I think they will. The next 7 to 8 days, hopefully. We'll see. Give them some water. You don't want your seeds to dry out. Today it's going to be another hot day here in southern Texas. This is almost the last month of summer here. So in September the 22nd, fall starts. And hopefully it'll start cooling off. I'm looking forward to that. And today I've decided to look at this beauty right here. Look at this beautiful fig plant, and how when I wired it that way, and all the leaves have gone up like I wanted to, and they're growing. That is a beautiful bonsai that I made. I'm looking forward to this one to continue to grow, and for me to continue to style it. And one day this fig tree, fruit tree, it will fruit as a bonsai. Get some good fruit off that one of these days when it gets bigger. It's growing very well, as you can see how I curved it. It's looking nice in that bonsai pot, like I styled it. And these guys are getting bigger. They're in their own pots. I gotta water these guys too. And over here, I've decided to do a air layer. I'm going to air layer this baby. These bottom branches, I'm going to air layer them maybe tomorrow. I'll air layer 2 of these branches because I want to make more of these Cochin. These are Cochin jackfruit tree. This is a miniature jackfruit. The fruit only gets 3 to 5 pounds. It's a very good jackfruit variety, very good. It doesn't get big at all, and the fruit it's a soft jackfruit, meaning that the fruit is soft and very sweet. So I'm looking forward to air laying this and making more of this variety of Cochin jackfruit. I'm going to air layer from the bottom. 2 of these branches, I'm going to air layer these. When you air layer plants, you're getting adult plants from the same plant. So, and this baby, this Cochin, this is my second one, is taking off. This baby is really taking off. These are my dwarf floral peach trees that are doing very good. These 2 have to be repotted. At the end of the year, I'm going to repot those. So I'm going to air layer this one probably tomorrow or the next day, the 2 bottom branches. And today I'll be working on my my DIY small concrete stands I made for my vertical LED lights. The concrete's very hard now. I can cut them out of the casts that I made for them, out of cut in half juice bottles. I can take the cast off of them. I can start painting them, and then acrylic them, get them nice and ready. And then I can start adding my vertical LED fixtures on top. And I'll show you that here in a minute once I get them done. Everything's looking good in the food forest. On this side of the food forest, my food forest has 3 sides. I have this side on the I'm going to say the south of the house, the other side on the north of the house, and I have the back side, which is where all my large aquaponic systems are. Two of them are already up, as you know. I'm going to put 2 more up back there. I'll actually put 3 or 4 of them up back there when I'm all done. So my whole home is a micro food forest. I have dragon fruit on the other side. Lots of dragon fruit that are growing very well. They're recovering from 2021 Arctic freeze. I learned a lesson from that. But over here, we have this beautiful bonsai Nem Duck Mai. This variety is a Nem Duck Mai that's grafted right there, and it's just growing very well. It's growing very well. I wired it too, as you can see. It's doing good. You guys have a nice day. It's going to be another hot day here in Texas. It's already 85 degrees out here already. It's crazy. I'm going to get inside and work on my little project that I'm working on. My DIY concrete stands that I made myself for my vertical LED lights to go into. Get inside where it's nice and cool and work on that. As you can see, the way I grow food is, it doesn't require me to do a lot of work. It doesn't require me to do, I'm only out here a few minutes out of the day. Because my aquaponics systems, they water themselves. I don't have to water any of this. I don't have to bend over. I don't have to lift heavy soil. I have to do none of that. Because the way I grow via aquaponics in containers, it cuts out 80% of the work when growing food, as you can see. Very little labor at all. And if you are a person who's in a wheelchair, if you are a person who has a very bad back, if you are a person who has physical disabilities, this is, in my view, is the best way to grow. This is the best way to grow because your systems run themselves. It runs themselves. It's very little work in this. If you're disabled, you can grow food too. If you do it this way. Y'all have a nice day. Grow some food. Harvest some solar. It's a good harvesting solar day. I'm harvesting tons of solar right now in my solar farms, and my DIY generators are getting lots and lots of free power to the sun right now. That's powering all this stuff. Y'all have a nice Wednesday. Grow some food. At the end of the day, ain't nobody coming to save us.